Hey everybody, support from the D. I tried to upload this video yesterday and it would not let me, so I'm going to go ahead and record it again, and I hope you guys enjoy. This poem is entitled Fat Girl. What about the fat girl? What about her? Rolls on her back, unattractive back fat, arms that jiggle like jello, a belly that always looks full, a chin that doubles and breasts that sag, thighs with no gap. She can't remember being able to see her secret V. She would have to hold up her tummy. What about the fat girl? What about her? Plus size sections that are laughable, jeans that make her cry, shirts that aren't long enough to cover her insecurities, leggings are the only comfort, but you say she's too big for them, waist trainers that won't zip, fat girls ready to say, man, forget this shh. What about the fat girl? What about her? Lemon water, apple cider vinegar, and diet pills, hydroxycut, slim tummy tea, and boiled eggs. Planet Fitness, Powerhouse, and at-home DVDs. Yoga, walking, Pilates, and squats. She tried it all. Still fat. No bread, no pasta, no sugar, no. Fat girl can't have any of that. What about the fat girl? What about her? Friends that don't get it, they're only trying to help. Girl, come on and go. Forget what people say. They're haters anyway. But don't they know she hates herself too? She hates her old pictures. She hates her smile. She hates the way she has to turn to get down the aisle. She hates going shopping and she hates dinner time. Everyone looking at her as she grabs a second portion. What about the fat girl? What about her? She remembers car shopping and preparing herself in case she couldn't fit. And she remembers Cedar Point and being denied for a ride, fat girl. She remembers the airplane ride. She needed a seatbelt extension. She remembers grade school, fat girl. No one wants you on our team. What about the fat girl? What about her? She lost her virginity at 15. She was only a girl. He told her she was beautiful, only one he wanted in his world. She was afraid of being naked, but he kissed her cheek. Baby, you're okay for me. And when he was done, he rode off of her and got up. The next day at school, he pretended not to know her name. What about the fat girl? What about her? Instagram models all look alike. People try and push the big is beautiful, but that doesn't wipe the tears that flow at night. She's somebody too, but you killed her. Bombarded her with workouts, shot her with your words, stabbed her with your snickers, hung her with your glances, kept her prisoner with your expectations. What about the fat girl? What about her? She wanted to be a mommy. She wanted to be a wife. She wanted to travel and she wanted to be a chef. Yeah, go figure. She ate so healthy though, so you often voice, I don't understand why you're not thin. Her love of food was her pleasure and her sin. It became her only friend. She was funny. She had vision. You made it blurry. With your lack of understanding, your lack of sympathy, empathy, and skinny person security. What about the fat girl? What about her? It isn't your fault. Depression is real. How could you have known how she feel? Did you even ask her? Did you ever look past the weight? No. All you saw were empty plates. But what about the fat girl? What about her? You say she should be like BBWs. Confidence on 100. That fat girl would just smile because it wasn't that easy for her. What she saw in the mirror was ugly. Ugly and fat. She hated the blob that stared back. Her truth isn't pretty. It isn't flowers and unicorns. For the fat girl you made feel less than, I hope your heart hurts for her. I hope you understand that being fat isn't glamorous. It isn't all big and beautiful, more pushing for the cushion. It's constantly finding your way to hide the fat without anyone noticing. It's late night food binges. It's meltdowns on the scale. It is secret tears of depression. It's feeling like no one understands. It's always wondering, what about the fat girl? What about me? Thank you guys for listening. I really that poem there, I put feelings that I've had before, some now after having my baby, and I put feelings that I feel that every fat girl who doesn't want to be fat can relate to. Sometimes we often say, well, just lose the weight. But being fat is more than a physical thing, it's a mental thing. So just be mindful and cognizant of how we treat others. Thank you guys. Comment, share, like, but most of all, I hope you take a message away from this poem today. Thank you.